shift from the world of arthroplasty to the world of wide management in bone gaps, you can say. So may I call Dr. A.S. Prasad, sir, to chair the session?
It will be an interesting talk for all of us. It was supposed to be delivered by one of my friends, Professor Ashok Kumar, who is a professor of biological science and bioengineering in IIT Kanpur. And I will say I was associated with him for a couple of his researches where I was providing him cartilages and bones. Unfortunately, he has been called to have a meeting with our Chief Minister. I do not know what he's doing there, but anyway. So his student and his protege, Dr. Sumrita Bhatt, will deliver his talk. The talk is his, but she will carry it. And Sumrita Bhatt was his research associate, a research fellow in IIT Kanpur. Now she has established a biotechnology and bioengineering firm in Canada, and she also has a well-equipped research lab over there. She is visiting India for 2 months, and she is promoting this new technology and new, I will say it's a bioavailable bone. Dr. Sumrita, please join us here.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prasad. You have been always a huge support. And good morning, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here in front of all of you. And I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. A.S. Prasad and my supervisor, Professor Ashok Kumar, who couldn't be here. So we are a biotechnology company, as Dr. Prasad said, based in Calgary, Canada. And our backbone is R&D facility that is based in IIT Kanpur. We have a lot of support from them. They do the research and we try to commercialize, and we are in process of commercializing the products that we make at IIT Kanpur. So our lab at IIT Kanpur over 2 decades now has been focusing on developing therapies for regenerative medicine, bone being our major focus. So in the area of bone, our major focus is osteopathologies, which is majorly trauma, bone traumas, osteoporosis, and osteomyelitis. As we all know, you know it better than me, that we have available therapies or bone repair strategies that can be used, for example, autografts, allografts. And again, we know that these are not sustainable approaches, as there are limitations associated with all these approaches. Again, the bone substitutes. You guys know it better than me, so there are available bone substitutes in the market, PMMA-based and other grafts. Those have limitations. I remember Dr. Prasad telling me that we have a lot of limitations from PMMA-based bone substitutes. So considering all those pain points in the clinics that clinicians face, we have developed a novel nanotechnology-based bone wide filler, and the name of the product is NanoCement. It's an IP from IIT Kanpur, which has been transferred to Conless Global. So it's a synthetic bone wide filler. It mimics a natural bone, as I indicated. It's a nano formatted structure, and it has shown it promotes healing and recovery. It's an osteoconductive, and you can make it osteoinductive also if you combine it with the drugs or growth promoting factors. We have done a lot of research on incorporating BMP2, BMP7, and antibiotics, making it osteoconductive, osteoinductive, and also can combat infections. Major stress these days for the clinicians. So NanoCement is a bioactive kind of a carrier, and we make it using our IP technology, a combination of calcium sulfate, hemihydrate, and nanohydroxyapatite in a set proportion, and its setting time is 15 minutes. It is again modular, which we are working on right now, and it will give you a flexibility in terms of how you want to put your OT procedures in place. It is highly moldable. You can make pellets out of it. It can be used as an injectable, and we have done extensive 17 years of research on the bench and in the animals. In animals, we have created craniofacial defects in the rats, and we have seen that implantation of this graft enhances the healing over a period of 8 weeks, which is again tested using the stainings. We have also used this cement, or as I said, it is highly moldable. So we have made the chunks of this, and we have created osteoporotic rat models, and we have compacted these nano cement blocks into the osteoporotic rat models and femoral head, and we have seen a significant improvement in the bone density over the period of 4 months. So right now, Conlis is taking over this technology. This is our pathway to market. We have done the product. We have IPs around this technology, and we are right now in process of regulatory approvals in India first, and then we plan to extend this to US and North America and Europe. So why we chose India is because all the support that we are getting from you all, a huge key opinion leader led by Dr. A.S. Prasad, and also India is growing, so we want to venture into this market and see what we can bring. And majorly, we want to introduce a product which is made in India, supported by IIT Kanpur, and we want to show the world what we can do. I would like to thank my executive leadership, my boss, my mentor, my professor, Dr. Ashok Kumar, and other people. Those are in the team, those are based in Calgary. And a huge, huge thanks to our clinical team, Dr. A.S. Prasad, Dr. Andrea, who has been a huge support. She gives us tips based on the North American market. She's also a business person, a very versatile lady. And I would also like to thank our funding agencies, NRC, IRAP. We are being funded right now by National Council Canada. We are also funded by Alberta Innovates, and our collaborators, University of Calgary, where we have a lab, and Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Kanpur, and all of you for listening to me. And at the end, I would like to invite you all to our booth down the hall, and please explore the technologies those we have. We would like to listen from you, and we would love to have you on our key opinion leader board. Thank you one and all for listening to me patiently. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sumrita. And friends, any question about any curiosity thing? And Professor Vijay Kumar must have used a lot of substitutes in, because I've seen a couple of things which Professor Malhotra was using, the bone substitute, the Zemo one you have used. So, any comments? Because this I have tested, my surgical team has tested. It doesn't crumble, that's number one. Number two, when forms, you can make all the things like a bone. You can drill and tap and fit up the screws also. So this much I can vouch for it.
So at the end of the day, question to Dr. Sumrita.
Yes, sir.
Everything boils down to money now.
Sorry.
How much cash? Because we are getting this thing from India and abroad, Johnson as well.
Yes.
So what will the cost of the stuff?
So right now, as sir said, cement is our predicate. So it is almost same as cement. And we have heard from you all that cement is very expensive. So our focus is to make this available at a cheaper rate than cement. So it will be much cheaper than cement, but it will provide a better quality, better patient outcome. So that is the focus. But right now, I can't give you the exact numbers. It will be much cheaper than much more affordable than cement.
Dr. Arora.
Yeah, so could it be used as bone void filler in revision arthroplasty?
Yes, sir.
Maybe it doesn't provide strength, we don't rely on its strength. But does it act as a bone filler? Can be used in areas where there's void of bone instead of bone tracts.
Yeah.
Suppose we have a stable implant, but still there are areas which are lacking bone. Can we fill it there?
Yes, sir.
I think especially the acetabular defect, it can be kept there easily. And if you want, you can put up a plate over there. So that's the beauty. It doesn't crumble, that's why. And the tensile strength is good. And it will be absorbed sooner or later. That's the only thing we have to take, or we have to think in our mind.
It will be resolved.
It will be. It will be substituted by the bone.
Yeah.
So till then, it will not. So it has to be substituted by the bone.
We presume this is osteoconductive.
Correct,
Right.
yes.
And what about the mechanical properties? Of a compressive load and bending moment, how does it act when it is under compression? That is the important thing when you are using as a bone void filler.
Correct. Very good question. So we have actually done head-to-head studies with cement. So based on our experiments, it's around 200 to 300 MPa that the mechanical strength is. So not for the load-bearing areas though. We don't recommend the use of this for load-bearing areas.
You're not recommending it for load-bearing areas?
No.
So in total knee arthroplasty, when there is bone defect in tibia, it's about the point stress where it is loading. So we might not use it there.
So that is very clear. You can't rely on its stability. There has to be a stable implant. You can't rely on putting your implant on this material. It's not that, it will not provide you stability, just as a filler.
That's right.
That's
Actually,
all,
Dr.
very
Arora
clear.
is absolutely right. You are not, it is not an implant.
Correct.
It's a filler for the,
So what she's proposing, that there is a substitute available where you want to use as a void filler. That's all. Not for loading.
Correct. That's right. Thank you so much.
but it can share load.
But
Sharing is okay.
you can't
but-
rely in revision scenario or primary implant, putting implant on this. That's very clear. His question is, how about antigenicity, biocompatibility, antigenicity?
Sir,
Very
we
important, I
we have a very excellent question. We have done a lot of research on biocompatibility. We have tested it on cell lines. We have also tested it in animals where we have seen not significant increase in the antigenicity. Like within 3 days, we can share the publications if you are interested. 3 days there's an increase in the leukocyte count, WBC count, but then they go down normal. We haven't seen any kind of a localized necrosis at the site of implantation also.
Next question is, any human trials? There's a question.
That's why we are here. We are trying to collaborate with Sancheti Hospital to conduct small human trials there.
That's why she is here. And I think you are going more places apart from India.
Yes.
So that is what is needed for this. The animal trials have been completed. Professor Ashok Kumar is very keen to now start human trial, and because it will be a start, he is trying to develop another startup of IIT Kanpur. So he is absolutely very aggressive in looking for an Indian partner or Indian hospital where these trials can be conducted. And coupled with the other places, they are looking in USA as well.
That's right, sir. We are trying to do it in North America also.
They already done all the paperwork they are doing. So this is.
Nowadays, research is going on over the nano robot to remove the thrombus plug in the artery. But how is it manufacturing the nano cement?
Is your question more related to how do you make the particle size?
Particle size of.
It's a IP process, but we use sintering technology for making it as nano format.
They have got very. I have seen the machines there in IIT Kanpur, and a small machine, and you look at the cost. I was like this. So the BSB department is one of the best things which has happened in India, I think. They are doing excellent research, and they are now putting up a medical college sooner or later whenever the Gangwal Institute comes up. It's already in the process. So India has talent, and IIT still has talent. Their doctors are their doctors, not our clinical doctors. Their thinking is different. I do really admire them. You will not believe when they're doing the research, Professor Ashok Kumar was getting bone from a person, and we were waiting. If anyone in that family gets a younger one, I used to do an orthoscopy, the cartilage from the mother, and I have given cartilage from the son as well, to compare how the DNA and how the cell behaves later on. So they are good researchers. And there's a big team of researchers there with him. That time Sumrita was there. Now
Yes.
she has gone abroad, but there are still many researchers there who are working day in, day out. The think differently. Their only focus is to find something new, innovate, but the good thing, again, this off the track, I think IIT are thinking differently now. They're thinking in commercial direction and they're already doing a lot of things. So एक बहुत बड़ी सोच के अंतर तो हो गया है कि केवल रिसर्च नहीं, they want to do something which is commercially viable also. Thank you. Thanks for patiently listening and hope you'll enjoy. The hip session is intriguing. I have been watching all the things from back. That's the best way to watch your slides. So, friends, enjoy the whole day. And Dr. Vishal Agrawal and Dr. Vinay Gupta, they will just take you through all the day. Thank you. Keep on watching.
Thank you so much, Dr. S. Prasad and all of you for listening.